Hello! Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Calmlands and the one tile challenge. Here I am in January in the snow. Now I was oh fudge, hit the fence. Trying to sort out some landscape and some roadways. So the roadway between the garden there and that field, I was sorting it all out as one does, and started to snow, didn't it? Why? Alright. Yeah, started to snow, so that wasn't very helpful. So I thought to myself, before the oak trees start sprouting, I'll buy some beech. The tree that we placed was a beech tree, so we'll have some oaks, some beech. There's obviously a gap between the trees, and if I try to plant extra trees after these ones have sprouted, it's going to be a bit difficult. So I'm not going to get all this between pre-established trees, am I? Let's be honest. So I thought I'd buy a pallet and give it a go. So I've placed a few inside the pens, and I've done behind sheep. I just thought I'd stick a few behind here. I've done inside. Done inside there. Oh, before I go too far, the trigger on the this, I thought it was working properly because I didn't level it. It turns out it's just really slow. So if you put a 125 bale in there, it goes within a few seconds. If you put a bigger 1.8 bale in there, it takes a little while. But it does take it. It's just slow. So you'll notice there's two new tractors in our shed. We shall get onto those in a second. Oh, I've done it again. Now I'll plant some of these trees in and amongst the oak. I don't want them all off though. I'm still using the old controller. Can you tell? Hoping these aren't going to be too close to the the shed. I don't want them to bleed through. Well, if they do, we'll just, we'll hack them down. Oh, for the love of crumble! Nope. Nope. One there. That one I can live with. Right, let's turn this off. We'll have a walk round and I'll tell you what I've done. Let's stick this back in here. Obviously it's now January. It's been snowing since the end of December. Need to move this. Don't think it's pick upable. It is. These are our oak. Stick that just there. So we've got oak in there. Surely some beech. Yeah, I got beech in here. So, sure I showed that on the last recording, I think. I need to add gravel and stuff to this, sort of blend it in a bit more, but this appeared in the sales. It's only 30 horses, but I was like, ooh, I'll grab that. And then I'd already bought this for 12 grand. Say 4 horses? It's like 12 grand. It's got wider tyres. Love the sound of that. And I bought the roller. So I had John Deere, the roller, and the roller was at work rolling the 2 grass fields that I got all planted up. Grass is growing. So I got them on there. And literally, within... I checked the sales, nothing in there. I grabbed that tractor, that roller from the store. I drove down here, and I started rolling. Well, I didn't, I got a worker. So the worker had gone from this corner to about here. I then went into the store to buy some more lime. Now, I might have overbought lime, but it's not overly expensive, so we have a good few bags. I mean, some of them are half empty, but we have a good few bags. And as soon as I went like that, because I was already on the sales page, literally, I drove there to there, it went to there, I went, what was in the sales? This. You couldn't rate it, could you, eh? So, yeah, so I rolled one field with that and one field with this, just because I could. I love the sound of these little tractors. Absolutely brilliant. I got this one. That one slows down quicker. That's the International McCormick Deering. And then there's still, because I do like these little tractors, and I got some small equipment. We got tiny fields. Why go big? Let's go small. I still got the farm all. So basically, the farm all is a triaxle version of that size. It's slightly bigger, but I'm probably going to buy that as well. They're not expensive. And this will be our workhorse, if you like. And then these will just be our, bit of rolling, bit of this, bit of that, bit of weeding maybe. So, yeah, why not? So this side of the farm is all treed. Oh, I didn't do the trees down there, did I? I'm sure I planted some oaks. So this bit here I smoothed out. I did. I need to plant some beech down here. And then this bit of road here, I put some grass in the middle, some gravel patches, some mossy gravel, and made it a bit prettier. And then the snow hit. And that was lunchtime, December. And it hasn't let up. It's just bombarded with snow. Let's get those other trees in before I forget. So there's not a lot of anything I can do. Money is up to 181,365. I did get all the fields ploughed out and limed, as I said I would. Which is, what it is. So I want to get them sort of in betweenish. Not necessarily in a straight line, but in betweenish nevertheless. Because, you know, trees generally, if they've self-seeded, don't plant themselves in rows. And if I was going to plant the trees, I'd probably plant them pretty naturally, sort of, you know, like that. One here, one there, one here. Can I get one here? Oh, that blinking controller! Yes, I can. One here. Somewhere here. There we go. Right. So we need to grab. Oh, I've got ourselves a weight as well. Drop those down. There we go. So we need to grab before we sleep through. We grab it. Can't go sleep through till March, basically. So we need to feed the animals, and I need to get some seeds for in these things. So I might. We've just been adding music to me playing. If you don't like it, you know, it is what it is. Not the, I don't mind doing time lapses, but my PC doesn't like to render them, and it takes an age. So to add a bit of music over the top of me just driving, it's so much easier. Right. So we grab 4 seeds, 4 fur for the first greenhouse, 4 seeds, 4 fur, second greenhouse. I should probably grab a trailer to stick it all on. One would presume that would be a good idea, right? I was tempted by that, but I'm not entirely sure. I like this one. It's a bit big for what we're doing though, isn't it? All a bit long. I mean, we could just grab a trailer and turn it into a flatbed. That one doesn't, does it? No. That one? That's something different, isn't it? Eh? For what it is, it's expensive. See, these things. My little tractors wouldn't look too silly putting that around, would they? I think. I want to give that a go. Let's grab what I got last time. Not the oh, am I going, you fool? Not that. I mean, it's as cheap as chips, but if it had a collision on it, I'd buy that in a heartbeat. Although, we've now got more than one tractor, so I could hook it up. Nope, because as soon as I let go to put another tractor on it, because I can't pull it, the front's going to disappear. Ugh, grab that. I'm going to get it in the yellow, because I can. Design colour. All of that dark. Let's go for that one. Like that. rim colour. We've got a thing for black rims. And then if it goes like silent and I'm like, the chances are I am coughing my Googlies up. Let's go for 8 of those. And then we'll grab 8 of those. These pig bags are as cheap as chips, but they are horrendous. Look, none of them stay where they're put. They all wobble around. Strapping them down's a pain in the backside. They're just hard work. You know what I did, don't you? Oh, for the love of crumble. Nope, can't pick them up. I left my weight in the shed. We need a bit of rope. If I'd been manly, I would have got the rope. We need a weight that we could leave at the store. That's massive. We'll leave this one up here. Look at those wheels spin. This will be our at the store weight. Right. Oh, come on. As soon as you add a weight, everything goes south, doesn't it? I am going to load this up. 4 seeds, 4 fur. One of the greenhouses has got a slightly more seeds and fur than the other one, because I used big bags that was left over from the seed drill. Which I think is the one behind the shed. But, you know. I'm not sure if this is any quicker than bringing the trailer up and just filling it. The difference is this is just going to empty, whereas filling the trailer up, I'm going to empty it like 10 times. Once drifting around. Blimmin' snow! I mean, the snow looks wonderful, and the way it interacts with the vehicles and the ridges, and it's brilliant. But it's like most things. You like it until you've got it, and then you're like, oh, just melt already. Right, we'll leave that there. Now, can I strap all these without it all going inside? As the chemicals that take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun. As she puts her hand in mine. So we get these in. I'll go back to the rest. Get these in, go back, get some more. And let's do it a bit. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed. So loud as the hours pass, we're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. The moonlight, summer sky, it was the best we ever had. And we'll stay on forever. Just thinking, you know, probably should have the targets. Also, did you notice the trigger for the seed? Didn't want to take the seeds to the back. Never stop. As we shout from the top, we're gonna be two hearts running wild. We're gonna be. What's taking where? We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Let's put the covers on. And that quick, look, covered in snow. Told you it was snowing heavily. Yeah, this one's got more seeds and fur. Cover these ones as well. I might build some sort of agricultural fair, wink wink, around there. People can come pick strawberries, you know, all that sort of shenanigans. Where are we going to put this? Might have to, my weight's behind there, that's the problem. Might have to look into another shed. And a better, bigger tractor. I just use this for yard work. This will be our front loader. This will be our tiller, and then we'll get a decent tractor with four-wheel drive. Right. Double check on the cows. because they're the kittens that are eating all the feed. These seem to be alright. We'll add a little bale here, a bale there. I'm looking forward to cutting my own grass, shall we say. Tools. Grass. So we put that in there. Then we'll stick one there. That one will go first. That one will take a little while. Come on. And I'll pop another one in the hole. And then we'll kip. See what's in the sails in the morning. Come on. Do, 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 do. No rush. There we go. Told you. It does work. It's just frightfully slow. See? Does work. It just takes a bit of time for it to dissolve. It's fine. Let's just ignore that. We do need to find somewhere we can buy wood beams, planks, and planks long. Because, you know, my tent's frightfully cold, and we haven't even started construction on there yet. Let's have a... No, where am I going? Down here. Planks and beams. Is there anywhere on here we can actually buy it? I've done the W for wood beams, isn't it? No, planks and planks long. I know they want it, and no one can sell it to farmers. There's nowhere I can buy that, so I need to put a buy point down. Or start some sort of forestry empire on one of our fields to build our own. Which again, might not be a bad shout. That was the plan originally, but right, sleep through. Come on, sleep faster. I tell you what, look how fast that little man breathes. If I breathe that fast, I'd hyperventilate. Mine is up to 281 and it's still snowing. Brilliant! We are now into February. Let's have a shifty on here. I'm concerned about the pallets being able to spawn on the Wonk 489. It is going up. They still have feed, they still have meadow. These kittens are eating the feed. The meadow's regrowing, I think. It hasn't gone down. It's not going to grow in February, you fool. But it hasn't gone down, so quick shifty on our grass field. Still looks good. Brilliant. One. Yeah, oh. Now this is poked through. Have I checked the sales yet? Don't think so. Now this is poked through, I'll quickly show you what it's on about. So I'll smooth this out here. And this here, so you can just drive up and down rather than the big button. Obviously all this should be grass, which it's not, but it should be. I haven't got that far. It snowed, and this is what I was doing to the roadway. So you got gravel, mossy gravel, then you got the wet mud poking through, and then I put a grass strip up the centre, obviously be dry by the side, and then the fields obviously all ploughed, limed, and 50% fertilised. So we should be able to cut the grass soon, which means we can build our own bales. Brilliant! Save us a few quid. It's like £4 grand a bale to feed those darn things. I mean, in fairness, we're not going to get huge amounts from those two fields. These guys, come March, won't need feeding again until September, so they're good. But these are going to need 2 or 3 bales a day. So I can hear aircraft, but I can't see one. Sales. No. I am. Is that a different one? Why is it grey? Why is it missing half the... Oh, that one is broke. That's... it's missing half the cover. I don't want a broken one. Not having it. Nope. Now that I've bought a trailer, there's one appearing in the sales. Why wouldn't it? You know, that's what you expect, right? So, no. Let's go to finances. Mine is at 281, so let's take our loan down to to 400. There we go. Yeah, construction, painting. It's all just sold produce. Yeah, we've run out of seeds halfway through December. And then I added them in. Obviously the prices fluctuate. You can see here we're buying seeds and saplings and not paying for any water in a minute though. That's fun. There's my wages from the worker. 360. What did I buy? I can't remember what that was. Let me loan interest. Double check that this has gone up. I'm so paranoid this doesn't work. 489. Because the ground's quite... I mean, if it comes to it, I just have to bring this level out. We just have to have a step, I suppose. I have to back in this way for the water, then continue this round here. It is what it is. Each what it is, my friends. I think 82 Studio do a buy point for this stuff, don't they? We'll have to have a look. And once we get this going, we can get rid of our tent. We can put some more saplings and stuff and trees around here. Sort out the garden. Obviously I can't do any of that until the fences all come down and they've stopped churning up the mud. Right. Did I check the animals? 26. I've noticed that goats don't mature as quick as sheep. But 2760. 30% on their way to reproducing. Which is brilliant, because then we get some bubs, and then in about a year, we'll sell them. Like pigs. I may add. So we got 20. So if we sell... I paid 100 grand off the loan, and it dropped it by 333 quid. That is mad. Oh! Trees! Hey! So these will be the beach that I haven't... Well, I planted after the fact, and I haven't sprouted yet. Brilliant! Excellent. At least the trees are working. And the wall's gone up, I can see that. It's doubled in size, so that's brilliant. So if I show you around here, this is what I was thinking. There was no way. With these two, possibly. This one, I wasn't getting in that gap. Or that one. Or that one. I completely missed one here somewhere. Here we have trees. Brilliant. We have grass. It is ready to harvest, so we could technically cut it now, but I'm going to wait until April to get this cut. For the simple fact being, it'll be double growth, and we'll make a few more quid. Well, we're not going to make any money because I'm going to give it to the cows. We should get more bales. Is where I was thinking about. The oak this side. Did I plant them late? I can't remember if I planted them later than these ones. I might have did. I might have did plant them later. Because I haven't sprouted. I didn't expect the beech to sprout. But look at that. Our farm is taking shape. It looks like it's been here for donkeys. That's the plan. I want it to look old, lived in, old machinery, little stuff, little farm, but productive. So, what am I doing? Sales. A cotton bale. 5399. $5399 for a cotton bale. And top dollar is 2. Why would I buy that? Madness. So we get that for 3 grand. I'm not sure we need. And we're growing all that in the greenhouses. Let's ignore that. I want a planter. That's what we need. Oh, there they are. I'm going to go for the same one as I went for last time. Not that you saw that, but trust me. Excuse me. Or do we stick with the old school theme and whack that on the back of one of our tractors, our little tractors? Let's grab that. I'm still going to grab one of these. I don't want that, I don't want that. Leave that where it is. Don't need that, don't need that. Grab that. No, no. Leave that. Do I need? I don't want that. The cost anything? No, but why would I want it? Discs, knives, main colour. Sorry, kids. Can't trust them. Not as far as you can throw the darn things. Not that I got a habit of throwing my children, you understand. Fertilizer boxes. Like box covers. Do like a bit of yellow. Seed boxes. Like I can't change the frame under there from red. Which is that red, isn't it? We might grab. I might see what's on Mod Hub. that looks older than that, but newer than that. Right. What should we grab? That. Let's buy another tractor. Boink, boink. Brilliant. I'm going to change the colour. I don't like the colour. Not of the farm, of the leave that woman up of this. I don't like that. Now that I can see it in person, I don't like it. Let's go for the grey. Yeah, grey I can live with. Fill up corn. I can't plant corn, can I? It's sunflowers. Yep, sunflowers and sugar beet. I'm not doing sugar beet because the small sugar beet thing doesn't seem to work very well. I tried that on Lumpinky and I had nothing but issues. Bear with. There's always 1 week that, you know, it's warm, it's sunny, it's, you know, a little bit of a breeze, you get your washing on the line. And there's always 1 a week that wants to have a bonfire at like lunchtime. So you pillock. Right, stop. Which field? This one? This one? This one? Oh, these are the questions. How about I do this one? Did I check the sales? I'm sure I did. Yeah. I'm sure I checked. Sometimes I just can't remember. Is there a small deer planter? Like tiny? A bit like the Amazon seed drill, but for plants, as opposed to for seeds. That didn't make any sense, Phil. You're an idiot. Yeah, probably. I'm going to knock that down to 2 for no other reason than because I can. If I turn it on, lower down, stop. Let's have a shifty. Oh, it doesn't even give me the planted texture, it gives me a seed texture. Oh, I can live with that. Fancy. Yeah, I might have a shifty in Mod Hub to see if there's a small older looking planter that's not quite this small, but in fairness I could buy another one of these. I've got another one of these tractors. And I quite like driving up and down. You stop, the brakes squeal, you pull away, you got that. And if you use the old deer, the Model A, you got that. Brilliant. There's a YouTuber that I watch, a man by the name of Bill, and he has a lot of old John Deere equipment, tractors and stuff, and he's got quite a few of the old, well, not sort of Model A's, but they're of that era, and he's got one with a front loader, and he calls it Popping Johnny, and it literally being like 1-2 cylinders or whatever it is, it's literally, oh, it sounds beautiful. I'm not a big one for cars. I mean, my boy loves his Lambos and stuff and whatever. But give me a tractor, truck, or even a bus. Just a weird little man that I am. I like all this small stuff, and this challenge here has given me the opportunity to play with a load of small things. So, Mr. Z, I thank you. Yeah, and I'm enjoying this. And after my my meltdown the other week, this is all you're going to be getting for the foreseeable. Hope that's alright. I'm tempted to buy the Forschwitz harvester. It's not very big. So this one, 26 grand, or this one. They're basically the same. They just do things, different size grain tanks. It looks oldish, and has the fact that all of our equipment seems to be red. I want some variation in colour. The 1455, is that a international, or was that just a case? It is just a case AH. Because we could, although it's smaller in the horse department than the other one, it's quite a cool little tractor. But it looks slightly newer. It looks newer than the farm one we got. So what I'm thinking is, if we, because we're not allowed to sell that tractor, right? Nope. If we go to the store and we knock the horsepower back down to 100 horses, you know, where it's supposed to be, Mr. Z, that fits our small tractor theme. And then if we use the by the 1455, we could use that as our big four-wheel drive tractor. I mean, there's another John Deere, the 710, I think it is, which was I think it was one of the farm compacts. Quite like that. That's like 50 horses. So I might get that to go with the deal we've already got. Do you know, I could listen to that pop all day. You know, some people like white noise, and some people like whale sounds, and just give me an old engine pop. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Right. I have been waffling on for far too long, my friends, far too long. Let's get to the end of here, and then we'll have a waffle before I go. Because, you know, I like a waffle. And we'll grab maybe the deer and get that rolling on this. I want to place down a couple of corn cribs, so we need to do corn. Not sure where I'm going to place them. I keep filling things up with trees. Trees are a good thing, especially ones in the pens, because I can place those. Stop. So the ones in the pens, in the pastures, they're going to look unsightly. So these are I'm not going to change it. The ones that I've placed in the pens will probably be our what's the word I'm looking for? Someone help me. Our harvestable trees. The ones, not all of them, but if it looks a bit weird, there's one out of place, or it's too close to something else, I might whip it out. So these will be our disposable, whatever. These ones. We can't plant. Let's do up here. Subby sunflowers, right? And then we're gonna need a cornfield. I'm gonna do dried corn. Maybe this one. Dried corn. We've got sunflowers, corn. We do a soybean in here. Sorghum. Let's have a what we looking at? What we looking at? So April, we can do ignore the rices and all that stuff. We do corn, and then we need to get a mower in April. Pardon me. Corn. We can plant oat. Yeah. In fact, if we do oats now, we don't have to do barley or wheat because we get the straw now. But they're worth slightly more than barley or wheat, I think. Yeah, sorghum, soy, sunflowers. Sorghum, soy, sunflowers. Possibly oat. So we got. Which one's bigger, do you reckon? Corn. Sorghum, soy. Maybe two. We have a couple of cornfield. Maybe these two for corn. Sorghum, soy, oat. If you're going to do oats, you might as well get horses, right? That's the way I'm looking at it. If you're going to do oats, do horses. Still a bit of a bump there. But it's not causing me issues, so leave it. I was still tempted to plough around here, but I think we're going to need... Well, let's do that before I go. Let's let's cough our Googlers up, because that's what you want to hear, right? Listen to the man. Cough his Googlers up. This one, do you think? Maybe stick that one down here. I was thinking they're massive. That's pretty big, isn't it? That's what we've got. We have one of these. Where's it gone? It's open backed. Have I completely moved past it and can't see it for looking? That one. Do we stick one of those? If I pop that in, because my greenhouse is in the middle of this plot, it's going to be a pain to get in and out. I think that's possibly just too big. We'll also have another one of these, and they're quite cheap. If I place like one in here, or two in here, we can use that for like mowing equipment, and it's like directly opposite two grass fields. Where's that red shed gone? The thing with this one is it will do what I need it to do, but it's expensive for what it is. I'll have a think about that. When I return, there will be another shed, and the sunflowers will be planted. So as always, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Each and every one of you, please take care, and I'll see you all in my next adventure. Cheers, guys.